From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes.
From the Big South Fork in Oneida, Tennessee, it's high school basketball as Pickett County plays in the semifinal game of the boys bracket in a spot for the championship game tomorrow night here at Oneida High School. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pickett County basketball. Pickett County Bobcats as they take on the Oneida Indians I'm joined by Casey Bolden. Casey, these two teams met back on December 2nd at at Pickett County High School, and Pickett County was able to come away with a big 59-54 win that had to be gutted out.
Yeah, I got down early, Jake. I remember the game. Got down early, clawed their way back, scraped, clawed. It's the fabric of a really good and well-coached basketball team. That grit factor. They were able to stick around, made a lot of plays in the second half, and just able to outmatch Oneida in the fourth quarter to take the win.
What are some keys tonight for Pickett County so they can be able to get a win over Oneida?
Well, if you look at the combination of Hayden Bronner and Zeb Spradlin over the last 3 games, Jake, they've averaged about 25 and 20 boards combined between the two. So they're going to try to power it inside. Pickett County a little outmatched, a little outmanned, a little outsized inside. So they'll have to try to figure out creative ways, keep the ball off the block, try to force the ball further away from the bucket, and try to get those sets from Oneida, try to start out further away from the basket. Those are going to be some of your keys tonight, especially you think about those big guys. Pickett County certainly outsized tonight, so that's something to take into consideration, make sure we keep our eye on.
Absolutely. You and I have had this conversation before, and right now it kind of seems like Pickett County needs somebody to step up. If somebody were to step up tonight, who would it be?
Yeah, you look back at last game, you had Aminette, he dropped 17, Eli Reagan had 10, Gage Harris with 11, Lyric Paris off the bench with a big 14. Was really excited to see his contribution last game. So those core guys tonight going to need to step up, and then also look for a bench player tonight to step up as well. You got Payne Burton and Dylan Anderson, 2 guys that have been able to come in and give some minutes, give some stability to this team. Even though they weren't part of the program last year, they've came in this year, done a really nice job of providing some leadership for those younger guys. And so that core guys tonight for sure, but it feels like they're going to need somebody that's not typically in the starting rotation tonight to step up and provide some quality minutes and make some plays along the way.
Absolutely. We will be back with more on the pregame show as Pickett County gets ready to face Oneida tonight in the semifinals of the Oneida Big South Fork Christmas Tournament at Oneida High School.
The Union game report continues. Union Bank, Byrdstown, Jamestown, Clark Range, member FDIC. Wrapping up tonight's Bobcats action.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Livingston Regional Hospital wants to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Livingston Regional is thankful for the community in which we serve.
Keeping your family healthy.
Delivering the best health care possible.
Today, when there are so many options available, Livingston Regional says thank you today and in the new year. You can trust Livingston Regional's experienced team of doctors, nurses, and specialists to keep your family healthy. Livingston Regional Hospital. Visit mylivingstonhospital.com. Today, your health, your home.
Back at Oneida as the pregame show rolls along Oneida High School for the Big South Fork Christmas Tournament. It's Pickett County and the host school, Oneida, tonight. Taking a look at our girls' scoreboard earlier today, Oneida tops Monterey, one of our own, 61-45. So Oneida is moving on to the championship game that'll be tomorrow night against our own Lady Bobcats. That'll be at 7 o'clock. William Blount falls to Clark Range, 67-27. Livingston Academy up in the Smoky Mountain Christmas Classic up in Gatlinburg falls to Barron County, Kentucky, 48-44. And Stone Memorial falls 61-31 to Bradford. Taking a look at the boys' score, York tops Warren County 72-63. Jackson County beats Cloudland 67-39. Livingston Academy gets a big win up in Gatlinburg 69-56, and they are off to a 9-0 start, their best start since 2008-2009. Upperman tops Moore County 80-40. Providence Christian gets a 2-point win over Clark Range 58-56. And Cookeville beats Wilson Central 57-43 down in Murfreesboro. 3 in double figures, led by Josh Hurd with 19, who also had his 1,000th career point scored tonight. That is a look at your boys' scoreboard and a look around the area with teams playing across the state of Tennessee. We'll be back with more on your pregame show as it's Pickett County and Oneida. We're now joined by Pickett County sophomore guard Gage Harris as the Bobcats await the Oneida Indians in the Big South Fork Christmas Tournament. A hard-fought game last night that ended in a win. How does it feel to get back on the right track?
Well, we was losing like a couple games, and we just wanted to get back on the same track and get back to that same goal and start winning again.
The Indians are no stranger to this team. From your last game, what do you remember about them most?
That was a hard fighting team, and they would just never give up, and it was just a really good game.
It's important to keep your legs fresh with so much basketball at one point. Is there anything you may like to do that not a lot of people know about that helps you keep your legs fresh?
I like to stretch before every game because I'm always like tight because the games before, it just gets me sore.
Do you have a favorite class during the day or a favorite time?
Probably my fourth period, and I get to sleep and rest, and yeah.
And do you have a favorite Christmas memory that stands out in your mind with this time of year?
Probably the Christmas tournaments. The Christmas tournaments are fun to play with.
This has been Pickett County's Gage Harris as the Bobcats await Oneida.
The Bobcats hit the court in minutes. This is Bobcats basketball pregame. The People's Bank countdown to tip-off. People's Bank and Trust.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Now joined by Pickett County's Joseph Eminette as the Bobcats get ready for the Oneida Indians in day 2 of the Big South Fork Christmas Tournament from Oneida. Able to fight off a lot of adversity yesterday and get a win. What about yesterday's game makes that bus ride back a little bit easier?
You know, anytime you can get a win in a tournament, it makes it a little better, but I thought we played hard. You know, it was an unusual game for us. We shot more twos than we have all season long, and we had to change the way we played a little bit. And with their defense, and they kind of junk a game up a little to Cosby the way they play. I thought we handled it the right way. I thought it was an extremely physical game, and that's usually not necessarily to our advantage with our size, but I thought our kids fought and played real well.
Is there anything different in the prep work when it comes to playing late like this, or is it just like any other game when you look at it based on time?
That's really it's a lot different. I mean, it's kind of a state tournament feel. It's really the only time that you play back-to-back games. So when we get back last night. We're walking through again this morning, and then we're going to play tonight. It's a quick turnaround. You have less time to prepare, and it's really a good opportunity for your kids to learn how that they can react and react to a game that they have less time to prepare for.
What did you guys do with the quick turnaround in terms of walkthrough or practice?
You know, we slept a little late. We got into practice about lunch, normally what we do on game day, and then we went home, got a little something to eat, and got back on the bus and headed back over here.
Lyric Paris saw the starting lineup yesterday and made most of it. How well have you seen him work lately?
You know, Lyric played real well last night, and you know when I look at that 5-man position for us, I look at it as a combination. What do you get out of Lyric? What do you get out of Caden? And the two of them combined last night ended up with 17 points together and 10 rebounds together. When we get that out of the 5 position, we can win a lot of games.
Oneida is very similar, and you guys took the matchup that went to overtime earlier this month. Aside from the gritty performance the Indians showed, is there anything else to remember about them or anything new?
They've changed their starting lineup a little bit. They're playing, they've got a 4 and a 5 man that are really, really athletic, and they're big. They're lots bigger than we are, lots taller, lots longer. They're going to pound the ball inside, and we're just going to have to react to it.
And then I was going to wait for this till tomorrow, but do you have a favorite Christmas memory?
My favorite Christmas memory, I guess, is probably, I have numerous Christmas memories, but my favorite Christmas memory would be my sophomore year in college when I asked my wife to marry me over Christmas when she came to visit me at Wake Forest. That would be my favorite Christmas memory.
This has been Joseph Amonette as Pickett County takes on Oneida.
Our countdown to Bobcats basketball. The People's Bank countdown to tip-off. People's Bank and Trust of Pickett County.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
There are a number of advantages in choosing People's Bank for your banking needs. We're an independent community bank backed by the strength and experience of 44 years of service. We're eager to grow and working hard to create new banking relationships to add to our strong customer base. People's Bank is an independent community bank, flexible enough to make deals work, and every decision is made by people you know and trust. People's Bank and Trust Company, with offices in Byrdstown and Albany, investing in the future one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also a time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable gig speed, broadband, and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Back at Oneida High School in Oneida, Tennessee, as the Pickett County Bobcats get ready to take on the Oneida Indians in an unlikely round 2. These two teams met back in Byrdstown on December 2nd, and Pickett County ended up coming out on top 59-54. Taking a look at some of the games that have gone on earlier today, just before us, Campbell County topped Heritage, who is out of the Birmingham, Alabama area, Hoover 62-56. And I believe FBA, who is out of Powell, topped Cosby to move to the 5th place game tomorrow afternoon, In the girls' action, if you missed it earlier today, Pickett County topped Maryville Christian 93-22. Monterey fell to Oneida, the host school, 61-45. So Oneida will join Pickett County tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for the girls' championship game. Casey, I'll bring you in here now. We got a little bit of time to fill, so let's break some of this down a little bit more. We brought it up in the pregame show earlier. Pickett got down in this last game, and they kind of had to fight back. You're in enemy territory tonight. It's going to feel a lot like a home game. Coach Amonette says it feels more like a state tournament feel. But from our vantage point, it's a home game for Oneida.
No doubt. Crowd rolling in here, Jake, and we're sitting right amongst the enemy here, right in the Oneida student section. Big crowd here. It's a tough place to play, Jake. Expect the Indians team to get a sub-state game themselves this year. They're a pretty good ball club. And so look for them to make a deep postseason run. This will be a good test for the Bobcats tonight as they try to figure out ways to score. I think last time they played, they were held to maybe only a couple of field goals early in the game, in the first and second quarter. So they'll try to look to combat that tonight, get good spacing, figure out ways to give themselves good opportunities, have a balanced approach tonight. And then on the defensive end, again, we talked about it a little bit ago, but they're going to have to figure out ways to create some space down on the block. They're outsized tonight, and so they're going to have to figure out ways to keep the bigs off the blocks down low and force them out further away from the basket. Make sure that they get bodies on people on shots, blockouts. If they don't, it could be a long night. These guys got a lot of length, got a lot of strength, got a lot of height. So Pickett wants to figure out ways that can keep them off the board. If you look back to last game they met, back on December 2nd, 59-54 Pickett County win. This Oneida team has rolled off 6 straight since that night, won 6 in a row. And so they're on a hot streak right now. They want to keep that momentum rolling. And tomorrow afternoon, they want to be able to take this thing and be able to play in the championship game. So 2 good basketball teams. We've got a great environment in here. Fans, you can hear the music cranked up. We can hear it. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of energy in the gym, Jake. It's my favorite time of the season. It's tournament time, tournament season. And so you're listening to it right here on UC Sports Nation. Fans, buckle your seatbelts. We're in for a good one here tonight in Oneida.
Absolutely. It feels a lot like a sub-state feel to it almost. Looking at what Pickett has to do down low, one of my players that I think would need to have a good game tonight is, Eli Reagan, somebody that has scuffled a little bit here and there. Another one is, find my roster.
Eli Reagan played.
Eli Reagan and
he played great last game. Caden Miller also. Heard Coach talk about those guys, and also Caden Thomas. Want to get some quality minutes out of your 5 spot, and that's maybe one guy or maybe a rotation of multiple guys. And so it's just really important tonight. Get good minutes from that 5 spot. Get good rebounds. Again, good blockouts. Play smart. Play without fouling. I'm sure that's what Coach Amonette talked about there in the pregame with the team, Jake. So set the stage here. You've got a Bobcats team coming in at 7-3. They're facing off against the Indians, 7-4. Pickett County got bounced in this game last year. Ended up playing in the 3rd place game. A lot of folks on this team from last year, so they've got that long memory. That 3rd place game is not a fun game to play in. It's hard to get yourself motivated for, and so ultimately they want to play for the hardware, for the championship, for the big trophy, and they've got that opportunity here tonight.
Absolutely. One quick question I do have for you before maybe we can add a break in this extended pregame. You're somebody that's been around the game a while. If you're a coach and you get this 8:30 game, you're lucky to have it. But how would you prepare your team for a late start like this?
Yeah, I'm probably, I think I heard Coach Amonette say in the pregame, we try to keep everything kind of the same as before. You want to prepare and you want to try to keep things as close to normal as you possibly can. You think about it, we're on the Eastern time zone here, so it's an 8:30 start. But back at home, it'd be a 7:30 start. So around the same time that they're typically going to be tipping off at the Bobcat Den or whether they're on the road. So not a huge difference. I'd be more concerned about the bus ride. You got an hour-and-a-half bus ride over here, an hour-and-a-half back. They did that yesterday. They drove back again today, riding on the old yellow bus. Sometimes that can actually wear you out before you get here. So they got here in plenty of time. You got to see a great half of a great game right before this one, as Heritage Christian and Campbell County, really a battle. Really enjoyed watching that one. Campbell County just made a few more plays down the way, and so Campbell County's waiting on the winner of this game. They're going to stick around, scout this game out, and so Pickett County really got an opportunity again tonight. So does Oneida. See who's going to take home that hardware tomorrow.
Yeah, that bus ride can get a little bit uncomfortable too, as well as wear you out. Tonight from Oneida High School, it's Pickett County and Oneida.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Okay. Back at Oneida High School as both teams are exchanging fist bumps, both head coaches at least, exchanging fist bumps with the officiating crew, and we'll get you your starting lineups here for you right away. First, for the Pickett County Bobcats, Bobcats are 7-3. They're coached by Joseph Amonette. Starting for the Bobcats will be sophomore Jacob Amonette, sophomore Eli Reagan, junior Gage Harris, junior Caden Thomas, and junior Caden Miller. That's for the Bobcats. That's Amonette, Reagan, Harris, Thomas, and Miller. For the home team, for the host, the Oneida Indians, they're 7-4, 1-0. They've already played one district game this year and are well battle-tested. For the Oneida Indians, they're coached by Jacob King. First, it's number 11, Mason Keaton, number 21, Grady Keaton, number 23, Zeb Spradlin. He had a big game back in Byrdstown on December 2nd. Number 32, Hayden Bronner, and number 22, Caden Rector. For the Indians, one more time, it's Keaton, Zeb Spradlin, number 32, Hayden Bronner, and number 22, Caden Rector. For the play-by-play action, here is Casey Bolden.
Thanks, Jake. Also an injury report, Gavin Keaton for the Indians. He's injured. He's got a pulled muscle. Won't play tonight. And so for the Bobcats, don't think they've got any injuries to deal with tonight. And so they got 100% full strength. As mentioned before, we're right amongst the student section, and when they stand up, it's a little bit difficult for us to see. We'll bring the action the best that we possibly can as they introduce the starters here at Oneida. Pickett County tonight going to be dressed in their all-black unis, trimmed in gold, Pickett on the front. The Indians from Oneida are going to be in those all-white uniforms, trimmed in orange letters, orange numerals on the uniforms. Pickett County is going to be going left to right on your listing device, and Oneida is going to be going right to left as they finish up starting lineups here. Jake, it's been a great tournament. Got to see a lot of great games so far. Probably the best one we've seen so far was the game that was just played in front of us against that Heritage Christian team out of Hoover, Alabama versus Campbell County. Both teams really physical, got up and down the court, really got after each other.
Absolutely they did. A couple technical fouls even in that game. One thing that I don't like to do, I consider it a jinx. As we waited that second half out, it felt like that game was headed for overtime more and more, and I didn't want to say anything, but we avoided overtime, and we're getting ready to go here at Oneida High School.
Teams are breaking their final huddles. Officials have stepped out onto the court. Student section is up. Byrdstown's brought quite a few fans in here tonight as well. Official blows the whistle. He's going to step into the circle. And it's going to be controlled this time down by the Pickett County Bobcats. Jacob Amonette backcourt. He's going to be checked by number 21, Grady Keaton, as he crosses over. Right wing, Eli Reagan back to the top of the key. Jacob Amonette is good. Three-point bucket to start the game. 7:45 to go here. Bobcats lead at 3-0. Down court, Oneida. That's 21. That's Grady Keaton. Going to bring it into the front court. He's going to toss it over to the right-hand side to Caden Rector. Over in the corner to Grady Keaton. He's going to bring it back up top of the key. They're going to get it to 31 Spradlin. Spradlin wants to go to the bucket. He's cut off there by Miller. And Oneida's going to have to reset the offense. There they go inside. And that's going to be number 32. That's Hayden Browner. Tried to get it up. He did. Just a little hard off the back iron. No good. Rebound Bobcats. Back in business. Jacob Amonette comes into the front court. Pull-up jumper. It's no good. Rebound this time by Caden Rector. He wants to push. Tries to get it up to number 21, Grady Keaton, and just throws it straight out of bounds. Going to be our first turnover of the game.
Looked like Rector and Keaton were just off the they were on two totally different pages.
Yeah,
there.
just got off target there. Bobcats back in business here. Miller, top of the circle, over to Amonette. Gage Harris, top of the key. 3-ball on the way, no good. Battle in there for the rebound, and Spradlin's going to come out of there with it. And 11, that's going to be Mason Keaton. He's going to throw it away. Coach King doesn't like the execution so far. He's going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. A lot of emotion going on, a lot of energy, Jake.
A lot of emotion, a lot of energy. I think Pickett County's press that time, Oneida did have the opportunity to break it. They saw somebody else break it, getting under the goal, and that pass was just too hot. Yeah,
it's easy to let your emotions get away in these big games like this, and just easy to not execute. And so Coach King saw that, called the troops over, said, hey, let's just take a deep breath right here. We're only a minute and a half into the game. Let's settle down here. Let's get us a good shot and protect the basketball. Pickett County's going to have it. 94 feet to go. Reagan on the inbound. Over to Amonette. He's going to cross the timeline. He's going to be checked this time down by Grady Keaton. Eli Reagan goes into the center of the paint. He's going to get hacked, and he's going to go to the free throw line. Crowd didn't like it. Crowd didn't like a lot of the plays in the game before us.
No, they did not.
Same officials from last game. And official right now is telling Coach, hey, Coach, try not to show me up. Don't be too animated. Down here to Coach King. Reagan's first free throw's on the way, and it's good. Bobcats lead at 4-0. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Second free throw on the way by Reagan is also good. Bobcats lead at 5-0. 22, that's Caden Rector going to get it up into the front court. They're going to get it down to Hayden Bronner. That's their big man. And they throw it down to him and let him go to work, and he's able to score an and one bucket. Caden Miller trying to check him. He's just he's way undersized down there, Jake.
Yes, he is. He went with the hook shot, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar style.
Nice little jump hook in there. Free throw on the way for this and one is good. 5-3, 6:10 to go here in the first quarter. Jacob Amonette is going to bring the ball up. No pressure this time down. Now here comes the pressure. They're in looks like a 1-2-2 zone defense. They're trapping when the ball gets up into the corner. Amonette near the timeline, calls out the play. Left side, and he's going to walk with the basketball. Turnover. That'll be Bobcats' first turnover of the game. 5:55 to go. They lead it 5-3 over the Oneida Indians here in the semifinal game of the Big South Fork Classic over in Oneida. Inbound play. Get it into Spradlin. Back to Caden Rector starting the offense. Over to Grady Keaton, left side. Rector back to the top. And we're going to have a drive in by Mason Keaton. Shot's no good. Rebound this time by Grady Keaton. Shot's no good. Eli Reagan pulls it down. Bobcats back in business as they cross the timeline. Jacob Amonette, top of the circle. Over to Miller, free throw line. Back to Amonette, top of the key. 3-ball on the way, no good. Rebound Miller. Miller with a big rebound. Nice offensive rebound, and Jacob Amonette drug that pivot foot again. He's turned it over back-to-back times, back-to-back possessions.
And I think Coach Amonette's telling him to just calm down a little bit.
Yep.
Amonette definitely seems frustrated.
16, 17-year-old kids, Jake. It's easy for the nerves to get to you. Oneida's inbounding. Backcourt pressure this time down. Caden Thomas picks him up. Now Gage Harris. Ball goes inside. Nice defense that time by Amonette. He knocks it away. Wants to run down court. Left-hand side. He pulls up. Jumper, no good. Rebound this time, Spradlin.
Didn't like that last possession.
Oneida wants to push. Down inside. That's Hayden Bronner. Kicks it back out. And we're going to have a foul on the floor this time. A lot of helter-skelter offense. Just a lot of the passing down here by Oneida. You can tell they're all jazzed up. Oneida's going to take it out of bounds. They throw it long down to Hayden Bronner. Gives it back up to Keaton, top of the key. And they're going to throw it away. Eli Reagan picked it off. He wants to go coast to coast. And he goes up for a shot, and he's going to be shoved. And he's going to go to the free throw line right here for a couple of shots. Tried to get it inside that time to their big man, Hayden Bronner. Eli Reagan just stepped in front of the pass, picked it off, went coast to coast. Wasn't able to get the bucket to go down, but he was fouled. First free throw on the way by Reagan is good. Increases that Bobcat lead to 6-3. 4:36 to go here, first quarter. Second free throw on the way is good, 7-3. Bobcats lead it. Down court quickly, Mason Keaton. Cross court pass. Jarek Hewling just checked into the game. And Mason, back to Mason Keaton. He's going to drive, he's going to dish. They're going to score. Zeb Spradlin. They collapsed on Mason Keaton as he drove the lane, and he just dumped it off to Spradlin for the score. 7-5, 4:15 to go here in the first quarter. Bobcats have it in their front court. Gage Harris, right corner, top of the key. Jacob Amonette, three ball on the way again, no good. It's short. Rebound this time down by Mason Keaton. He wants to press the pace. Get it over into the corner. That's number 22. That's Caden Rector. His shot's no good. And the ball's out of bounds. Ball's rolling around. Jacob Amonette tried to save it back in bounds. Wasn't able to. It's going to stay with the Oneida Indians. 7-5. 3:52 to go here in the first quarter. A ticket to the championship game on the line here in this game. 22. That's Caden Rector. He's got it. They get it down inside to Hayden Bronner. And we're going to call that foul this time down on Dylan Anderson. He played behind Hayden Bronner. And as the entry pass was coming, just tried to get around him, couldn't. They call a foul on him. Inbound pass, stolen away this time by the Bobcats. They get it down court to Amonette. Over left wing to Dylan Anderson. Inside to Payne Burton. Over to Eli Reagan. Scratch that, like that Lyric Paris. He's not able to finish. Steal by Dylan Anderson. Nice pass to Payne Burton. Really nice bucket that time. Bobcats, they lead it 9-5. 3:27 to go here in the first quarter. Oneida quickly down court. That's Mason Keaton driving coast to coast with a bucket. Bobcats didn't get back on defense that time and stop the basketball. Jacob Amonette front court, Dylan Anderson left side. Facing that 1-3-1 trapping defense. Over in the right corner, Eli Reagan. Ball's tipped away and now stolen down by number 22. That's Caden Rector. He's not able to finish. Had a bunny, just couldn't top it off. Down inside. Lyric Paris, nice little pass from Jacob Amonette. He got it blocked, but then went back and got it again, able to finish.
Nice hustle by Lyric Paris to get that pin to the basket and come back and get the rebound. Gave a little gesture to the student section as well.
Absolutely. Saw him give the little hush-hush sign up here. On the play, Oneida went down. Weren't able to score. And Payne Burton with a really nice block out that time. We talked about blockouts pregame, Jake. When you're outside, you got to keep them out further away from the basket. Payne Burton did just that time, able to pick up the foul against Oneida. Bobcats into the front court. Jacob Amonette, right side. Eli Reagan, he wants to drive. Kicks it over to Lyric Paris. And we got a steal. Oneida going down court. That's going to be Landon Lindborg for the try to get the easy bucket. And just couldn't get it. And his buddy, Hayden Bronner, came in there and cleaned it up. 11-9, 2:19 to go. Bobcats lead it here by 2. Jacob Amonette, cross half court, Eli Reagan. Back top of the key, back to Amonette. He drives. Over to Dylan Anderson, goes inside. Payne Burton, Amonette, three ball on the way. It's good. Jacob Amonette, three-point shot. Bobcats lead at 14-9. Quickly down court this time. That's going to be Mason Keaton. And he drops it in to number 12, Sam Bell. student section getting into the game here. 14-11, Bobcats lead. Nice bucket that time. Nice pass that time down. Dylan Anderson over to Lyric Anderson as he was cutting to the basket. Little 2-foot jump shot's good. Oneida back down court. 3-point shot on the way is no good. Rebound, Dylan Anderson. Jacob Amonette's going to slow it down this time.
Casey, a lot better pace to this game than the game back in Birdstown.
Jacob Amonette, long 3 ball on the way. This time it's no good. Rebound, Oneida. That's Mason Keaton again. He wants to push. Takes it over into the corner to Landon Lindborg. Over to number 12, that's Sam Bell. Get it inside this time to number 31, Zeb Spradlin, but his shot's going to be swatted away by Payne Burton.
And Burton was he was begging for a call. Thought it was bounced off Spradlin, last touch.
Oneida inbounds. Left-handed runner into the lane, this time by Jarrett Hewling, is good. Bobcats lead at 16-13 as we go under 1 minute here in the first period. Here at the Big South Fork semifinals in Oneida. Jacob Amonette drives baseline, kicks it out. Eli Reagan, top of the circle. 3-point shot is butter. 19-13. Bobcats lead it here. They're going to go full court pressure as we go under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Really like the pace tonight and the energy by the Bobcats. Steal down this time. Jacob Amonette. He thought about pulling it up from 3-point line, gets it down into the paint, bounces it back out to Payne Burton. He's going to travel with the basketball. 19-13, 17 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We've got a lot of scoring, a lot of action going on. Oneida's going to have it, 94 feet to go. They're going to face that Pickett County pressure in the backcourt. They get it down court. Man-to-man defense this time by the Bobcats. Nice pass that time from Landon Lindborg into Bell. 3-point shot on the way at the end of the buzzer is no good. And your score after 1 period, Bobcats lead at 19-15. We're going to pay our bills with our sponsors. Stick around. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball right here on UC Sports Nation.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Through the first 8 minutes of action, Jacob Amonette leads the Bobcats with 6 points. Lyric Paris also has 4, and Caden Miller has 4. Bobcats lead 19-15. Here's Casey Bolden.
And as we're back to action, Oneida with the inbound. It's going to be stolen away by Payne Burton. He gets it up court to Eli Reagan. He goes to the bucket. They're not going to give him 2 shots on it. It's going to be ball out of bounds underneath the bucket. Pickett County going to have it right under their own basket. Inbound Jacob Amonette. He drives left hand into the center of the paint. Kicks it out. Eli Reagan, left-handed shot is no good from the left-handed side. Rebound this time down by number 22, Caden Rector. He presses the pace. They want to look inside this time to Spradlin. Not able to find him. Nice fake with a basketball that time. And they're calling a blocking foul. Sam Bell, really nice fake that time. Got his defender up in the air and then drove it to the basket. Lyric Paris was in there, tried to pick up an offensive foul, just a step late, and going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, they caught him leaning. I thought it could have gone. It might have gone either way.
And first free throw on the way by Sam Bell is no good. Substitutions coming in for the Bobcats. Dylan Anderson, Payne Burton, and Lyric Paris checking out. Your lineup's going to be Reagan, Amonette, Gage Harris, Caden Miller, and Caden Thomas. Second free throw up, no good. Rebound, Caden Thomas. Hands it off to Jacob Amonette. Jacob Amonette going to walk it up this time. Looks like they're going to go up against a man-to-man defense. Amonette works it, top of the circle. Gage Harris. Top of the key. Caden Miller. Caden Thomas going to drive. Kick it back out. Gage Harris, three-point shot on the way, no good. And he's going to be fouled inside on the rebound. Caden Thomas tried to come in with a rebound. He just came right over the back of number 31, Zeb Spradlin. Picks up the foul. 7:03 to go here, first quarter. Bobcats lead it 19-15 here in the Big South Fork semifinals. Bobcats trying to punch that ticket for the championship game tomorrow. Oneida able to work the ball down court, get it downside, get it over to number 2, that's Landon Lindborg, and they get it over into the corner to number 23, that's Jarek Hewling. He's working against Caden Miller, and Miller going to reach in and pick up a foul. Substitutions checking back in for the Bobcats. Dylan Anderson and Lyric Paris in. Caden Miller and Caden Thomas going to check back out. Reagan, Lyric Paris, Dylan Anderson, Gage Harris, and Jacob Amonette, your lineup in for the Bobcats as they lead it 19-15. 6:45 to go here in the in the second period. Ball's going to be out top of the circle. Eli Reagan on the defense. They get it down inside. Lyric Paris, nice defense that time. Spradlin on the rebound. Looked like he traveled, no call. Spradlin's able to make a power move, get it to go down. We talked about it pregame, Jake. They got size, they got length, and they got strength. When they get it down there, it's hard to stop them. Bobcats back up center of the court. Dylan Anderson, left wing, Eli Reagan, little weave out top. Gage Harris, left side. Amonette, top of the circle. Back iron, no good. And on the rebound, looks like they're going to tag that one on Lyric Paris. And we're going to have a timeout on the court. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. It looks like we'll keep it right here, Jake. Bobcats lead at 19-17. Last couple of possessions not had extremely great looks. And offensively, they've been exploited a little bit as they work the ball, as Oneida works the ball down there on the low block.
Yes, they have. One of the things that I think worked well for the Bobcats in the first quarter was the ball movement, getting Oneida spread out a lot more and then going inside. You know, not something we've seen on the past couple of possessions.
Yeah. So Bobcats, Coach Amonette wanted to tighten it up. Talk about the offensive sets. Talk about what kind of shot we wanted to get. As we get ready to resume action here, Zeb Spradlin going to go to the free throw line. Oneida already in the bonus. 6:08 to go here in the second quarter. They're going to shoot free throws the rest of the way. Spradlin at the line. Shots on the way. It's good. Follow the Bobcats on UCSportsNation.com, powered by Hall Sports and Outdoors. Spradlin's second shot on the way is also good. Going to have a tie game here, 19-19, 6:08 to go here until halftime. Jacob Amonette, he's going to be in backcourt. He's going to work against Landon Lindborg. He's going to give it up to Eli Reagan. Drives to the center of the paint, kicks it out. Gage Harris. Jacob Amonette on the drive. They kick it out top. Dylan Anderson, he wants to go to the bucket. He's going to get in there and get it swatted away this time by Big Bronner. And it's going to stay with the Bobcats. Dylan Anderson got in there amongst the Giants and got it swatted out that time. Inbound play. Dylan Anderson going to go right side. Jacob Amonette. Lindborg tried to steal it away from him. Still in that corner. Eli Reagan on the drive. A lot of contact that time, no foul. And it's going to rebound's going to be on the ground. Eli Reagan's going to have it. He's going to slip it over to Lyric Paris, not able to finish. Oneida's going to run. Lindborg in traffic, a little bit out of control. Bobcats just reached in there. They're going to pick up another foul.
Lyric Paris had a really good look on that last possession. He just put way too much into it.
Yeah. we talked about it, when you're down in that close, you got to take it up strong. You got to take it up with confidence. You got to know that it's going in. I know his buddy just got one swatted out of bounds, but you got to go in there believing that you're going to make the shot. Mason Keaton at the free throw line. First shot's up and good. It's going to be the first Indians lead of the game. They lead it 20-19. Second free throw on the way. It's also good. Indians lead it by 2, 21-19. 5:20 to go here in the first half. Amonette bringing the basketball up court. Going to get it to Gage Harris. Three-point shot on the way is short and rebounded that time by Caden Rector. He's going to push it down court. They get it across court to Zeb Spradlin. Back to Rector. That goes over to number 23. Jared Hewling. Three-point ball on the way. You hear the crowd. It's good. And Indians take the lead 24-19, up 5. Largest lead of the basketball game. Caden Miller, top of the circle. Handoff play over to Jacob Amonette. He's going to work against number 22, Caden Rector, top of the circle. And we're going to have a nice defensive play that time down. Ball's batted into the backcourt. Eli Reagan's able to go chase it down. Give it back up to Jacob Amonette.
Nice hustle play by Eli Reagan to keep this possession alive.
Dylan Anderson, left wing, top of the key. Miller, looked like he traveled, no call. Amonette three ball on the way, it's good. Needed that one to stop some of that bleeding. Oneida quickly down court, and that's way too easy. That was Mason Keaton able to get it down into Hayden Bronner, standing right on the block. Somebody missed a defensive assignment that time for the Bobcats. Bobcats down court. Going to toss it over to Eli Reagan. Ball swatted away and out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bobcats. 26-22, Bobcats trail. 4:04 to go here in the first half. Dylan Anderson will play it in. Gets it into Miller. He stands out top of the circle. And it's going to hand off to Jacob Amonette. Little curl play. Gets his defender off his feet. Over to Gage Harris, left-hand side. Back to Amonette. He's going to be checked this time down by Caden Rector. Miller, top of the circle. And we're going to have something away from the ball.
Looked like a hold over in the corner.
We're going to call that on 22, Caden Rector. Face guarding Amonette. And just had too many hands on him. 3:43 to go here. Bobcats trail it 26-22. Inbound play, Amonette, three ball on the way, no good. Down court this way. Nice pass inside from Mason Keaton to Hayden Bronner. Nice run in the court that time by the big man. And Bobcats going to go down by 6. Most they've trailed here in the game. Caden Miller works the ball inside. It's going to be blocked down by Bronner. Kick back out to Jacob Amonette. Going to reset the offense. Left side, Dylan Anderson works the paint, tries to get a shot up, it's no good. They kick it out front to Mason Keaton. He's going coast to coast with it. He's going to score. And Indians going to run that lead out to 30-22. They lead it by 8. 3:01 here to go in the first half. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with them, Jake. Your score. Bobcats trail at 30-22. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Livingston Regional Hospital wants to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Livingston Regional is thankful for the community in which we serve.
Keeping your family healthy.
Delivering the best health care possible.
Today, when there are so many options available, Livingston Regional says thank you today and in the new year. You can trust Livingston Regional's experienced team of doctors, nurses, and specialists to keep your family healthy. Livingston Regional Hospital. Visit mylivingstonhospital.com. Today, your health, your home.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Oneida has opened the second quarter on a 15-3 run. They lead 30-22, the only 3 points from Jacob Amonette. Here's Casey Bolden.
Down court, Amonette gets a shot blocked, gets it back. A corner shot, no good. And ball's going to be squirted away and out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Pickett County. Amonette got his shot blocked, a lot of contact, no whistle.
Amonette was able to stick in that guy's back pocket, force a loose ball, get it to bounce off his knee.
Pickett County going to take the ball out, get it inside. Eli Reagan, and nice pump fake that time by Payne Burton. Got the big man off his feet, and then went up to the basket. Nice shot that time, Payne Burton. Bobcats trail it 30-24. This time down court, Oneida. That's Caden Rector. He was looking for number 23 underneath. That's Jarrett Coling, and just threw it completely out of bounds. Turnover back to the Bobcats. Jacob Amonette works it into the front court. Gets it over to Eli Reagan. Skip pass back over to Amonette. He wants to work left side. He goes to the bucket. Uses the left hand for the finish.
Nice move by Jacob Amonette. He got in that lane fast.
30-26. And Bobcats again get burned. Got beat back down the court. Bronner running hard, gets rewarded, and gets the score. 32-26. 1:57 to go. And Amonette almost loses it. Gives it up to Gage Harris. He turns it over. Oneida's going to have the basketball here. 1:45 to go. Bobcats trail it by 6. Caden Rector. Over to Mason Keaton. They want to start the offense way up high. Get it down inside, this time to Bronner. Just can't finish that one. Looked like Bronner came up a little gimpy. Lipping back down court. Have to check on him in a minute. Jacob Amonette works the ball left side. Eli Reagan gets it back. Top of the key jumper. On the way, no good. Rebound Bronner. Kicked out this time to number 11, Mason Keaton. He's going coast to coast. Coach Amonette wanted to walk on that one. Didn't get it. 34-26. Bobcats trail it by 8 here. As we approach 1 minute to go here in the first period. Eli Reagan, top of the circle. Picks up his dribble. Looking for help. Finds Payne Burton. Back to Eli Reagan. Corner three ball on the way, no good. Rebound Dylan Anderson. Kicks it out to Gage Harris. He's trapped in the corner, nowhere to go. And they're going to say he's out of bounds. And we're going to have a technical foul. Looks like he stuck Dylan Anderson right there. Didn't see what he did.
I didn't see what he did either, but the ref must have saw it.
Coach Amonette asking for an explanation. The same crew called 3 technical fouls last game. And so Mason Keaton going to go to the free throw line here for a couple of freebies. Try to extend this lead to 10, Jake, and get the ball back. First free throw on the way by Mason Keaton is good. Second shot's up and rims in and out. Indians going to have it center court. 42.1 seconds to go here in the first half. Coach Amonette still working the official over there. Hadn't had a whole lot of calls go their way. Inbound play into the backcourt. Over to number 21, Grady Keaton. Kicks it up to Mason Keaton. And they try to get a pass over and stripped away that time. Jacob Amonette going to press pace. He's going to get it into the front court. He's going to go right around the defender. He's going to go right to the bucket. Bench really liked that one from the Bobcats. Cut into some of that bleeding. 35-28, 15 seconds to go. Bobcats in a 2-2-1 trap right here. Mason Keaton, top of the circle, being guarded by Caden Thomas. They're flattening it out for him. Here comes the screen. Nice hedge that time by Payne Burton. 3 ball on the way at the buzzer. You hear the crowd, it's good. Mason Keaton. Nice shot right there to end the quarter. Your score at halftime is going to be 38 for the Indians and 28 for the Bobcats. Fans, stick around. We'll have stats, first half analysis, and we'll talk about second half adjustments. Right after these words from our sponsors, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
UC Sports Nation's live coverage of Bobcats basketball. Sponsored by Union Bank. with the modern tools to make banking easier. The experience you can count on. Union Bank. Member FDIC. By Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon. By Livingston Regional Hospital. Today, when every second matters, depend on Livingston Regional. And by Brown's Funeral Chapel, helping families all across Pickett County. Proud to support the Bobcats. Brown's Funeral Chapel.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? Burglars in the distance? That's right, nothing can ruin the holidays more than someone taking advantage of your holiday cheer. With Christmas just days away, be proactive and protect your home with Twin Lakes Security. With monitoring as low as $24.99 a month and options like remote arm disarm, lighting control, and video surveillance, your home will be all set for holiday safety. Give us a call at 931-528-2005 or visit twinlakes.net.
At People's Bank, the foundation from which all of our efforts come forth is our commitment to serve the people of the Upper Cumberlands. We provide a safe, secure place to deposit your savings, and we reinvest the money entrusted to our care back into the communities we serve in the form of loans to local people at fair, competitive rates. To break it down to the most basic level, we're here to serve you. People's Bank and Trust Company with offices in Byrdstown and Albany. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Welcome back into Pickett County basketball at Oneida High School. The Big South Fork Christmas Tournament as the Pickett County Bobcats trail the Oneida Indians, the host school, 38-28 at halftime. Hello, everybody. I'm Jake Wallman, and welcome in. Looking at the numbers for the Pickett County Bobcats are led by Jacob Emanette with 13 points in the first half. Eli Reagan chipped in 3. Cade Miller chipped in 4, along with Lyric Paris and Payne Burton, for a total of 28 points at the half. Casey, not the brand of Pickett County basketball we think we'd see in the first half.
Yeah, got off to a really good start. Had a lot of patience offensively, worked the basketball around, and then kind of got away from that. I think the thing that Coach Amonette's probably most disappointed about here at halftime is they got beat down the court several times for easy baskets, and that's just not hustling back. And so I'm sure that he's in there right now talking about the necessity after a made bucket or after a rebound, you got to sprint back, stop the basketball. So Pickett County that quarter, in the second quarter, faced a big run against the other team. Just weren't able to match them bucket for bucket. Kind of lost their composure a little bit. Saw Dylan Anderson get a technical foul. And, momentum just swung Oneida's way. Pickett County's got to figure out ways to combat that. We've got to continue to force their bigs off the block down low. They got a lot. They had a field day down on the low block. And then right at the end of the buzzer there, you had the big three-point basket from Mason Keaton. So Oneida had the momentum going there in the second quarter. They go to halftime with the momentum as well, Jake. Big three-point bucket, run this lead out to 10 points. Oneida wants to play in that championship game tomorrow just like Pickett County does. We're in for an excellent second half here of basketball.
We are in for an excellent second half of basketball. You mentioned a run. Oneida had a 15-3 run at one point in the second quarter and ended up scoring 23 points to bring it to 23 points for Oneida to just 9 for Pickett County. to bring it to a 38-28 lead at halftime. It's halftime in Oneida as Pickett County trails Oneida 38-28.
Lane Harville is a junior at Cookeville High School. He competes in bowling for the Upperman Bees through a sports co-op, and while this is just his first season, Harville seems to have found his sport. Coming off the busiest stretch of the season, the Bees now make their push for state. This is UC Sports Nation This Week.
Have you bowled like your freshman and sophomore year?
So I know I didn't. I've only been bowling competitive since about June. I got into it and wanted to be on a bowling team, and then found the Upperman's bowling team, and so I joined it. But no, freshman and sophomore year I did not.
What's the experience been like of getting used to what this sport is like and kind of getting that feel and finding your spot in it and kind of like being like, oh, I can stick with this. What's that experience been like for you?
So basically, it's definitely a challenge going against other people from different schools, and it gives me experience to how to get better and what to do to improve to make a higher level experience.
What have been maybe, if any, moments from this season that you kind of maybe surprised yourself in? So putting up a score that you didn't expect to do, or hitting a split that was kind of crazy, or you're just being part of a big win with the team as a whole. Were there any moments where you surprised yourself in the bowling lanes?
So basically, when I started the team or whatnot, I didn't know if I was going to start, if I was going to actually do well. And through the season or whatnot, turns to find out I made the starting team, which is basically it's you against the other opponent, basically a 1v1 and whatnot. And then as the time went on, I got up in the 200s as I got a new personal record for bowling. But now I just got to improve my score and try to get better as time goes on.
How intense is it at this point in the season than maybe at that start of the year?
It definitely was casual at the beginning of the game or beginning of the season, because there wasn't as many games, maybe 2 games a week, 1 game a week. But as time went on, there's 5 games a week this week, and it's you have to be on your game every single game to make sure you be the best you can be. And it definitely is nerve-wracking, but also it's exciting, yeah.
What do you want to see out of yourself in district and moving forward, possibly?
I definitely want to see the highest placement I can be. I want to beat as many people as I can, and basically just keep the winning streak going, because we're 11-3 right now. And so I just want to beat everybody I can, do the best I can, and hope for the best.
That was junior bowler for the Upperman Bees and Cookeville High School student Lane Harville. For more interviews with athletes from across the Upper Cumberland, check out ucsportsnation.com.
Since 2007, Dale Hollow Exxon has been serving this community. That's a lot of buzzer beaters and great wins. Jason Meadows and the team at Dale Hollow Exxon love the Bobcats and are proud to support the team. On your way to the next game, swing in for a fill-up. Sandwiches, fresh baked goods, and delicious pizza for every Bobcat fan on your team. And of course, Synergy Supreme Gas from Exxon to keep your car running with the speed of the Bobcats. Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more, or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Started the second half in Oneida. Pickett County trails 38-30 on a 2-point layup by Amonette. Here's Casey Bolden.
Nice play that time on the inbound. Jacob Amonette just drives it right into the bucket. He's going to get contact, and he's going to get the and one. He had the basketball, and all of a sudden the officials blew the whistle. I think you're supposed to do that. Took the ball back away from Amonette. Now he's going to get to shoot the free throw. Ball's up. It's good. Cuts into that lead, makes it 38-31. Bobcats trail here in the third quarter. Set your lineup for you. Got Dylan Anderson, Caden Thomas, Jacob Amonette, Eli Reagan, and Caden Miller in the game right now for the Bobcats. And steal this time down, Dylan Anderson. He wants to go coast to coast. He does. And just like that, the Bobcats going to cut the lead down to 5, 38-33. We saw it last game when these two teams played each other, Jake. Gritty and tough effort to claw their way back into the game. They wanted to be able to replicate that right here and do the same thing.
Absolutely. Pickett County could be down 18-80. They're not going to quit.
Down court this time. That's Mason Keaton. A lot of dribbling over on the right-hand side. And the official all the way down on the end of the court is going to come and give Coach Amonette a technical foul. Passing out techs here like Tic Tacs. Coach Amonette going to have the seat belt. Mason Keaton going to go to the free throw line for the Indians, try to stretch that lead. First free throw on the way, no good. Keaton gets the ball. Second shot up, it's good. 39-33, 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. In a spirited game, Jake.
Spirited would be an understatement.
Oneida's going to take it out center court. They're going to inbound this time to 22. That's Caden Rector. He's going to give it back up to Mason Keaton. He's going to be checked up top by Caden Thomas. Man-to-man defense. Wants to drive. Cut off this time by Reagan. Top of the key, Spradlin. Ball's tipped away. Steal this time by Miller.
Nice play by Eli Reagan to get a hand in the face of that Oneida player and tip that ball.
Jacob Amonette's going to bring the ball down court. Pull up. No shot. Fake. Pass off Dylan Anderson. Gives it back to Jacob Amonette. Facing off against this man-to-man defense, this time down by Oneida. Caden Miller over to Caden Thomas. 3-point shots away and no good. Rebound, Eli Reagan able to save it. And he's able to save it back in, but it's to Oneida. And just like that, Hayden Bronner running the court, the big man running the court, gets rewarded. 41-33. Indians lead the Bobcats from Pickett County. 5:35 to go here in the third quarter. Eli Reagan with a back cut. Not able to hang on to it. Right idea that time by Dylan Anderson. Just led Eli Reagan a little too much. Tossed it right out of bounds. Turnover Bobcats.
I think as well, Reagan's shoe got caught on the floor, and he was able to misstep and just couldn't catch that pass.
Backcourt pressure this time by the Bobcats, trying to look for a turnover. Trap this time down. And they're going to call a foul on the trap on Caden Thomas. Looked like the offensive player created most of the contact. Didn't go the way of the Bobcats that time. Substitution coming into the game. Caden Thomas checking out. Payne Burton checking in. Amonette, Reagan, Thomas, Lyric Paris, and Dylan Anderson. Steal this time by Amonette. He goes down court. He's going to pull up three-point line. And he's going to get it down inside to Dylan Anderson. And again, running the court, the big man, 32, Hayden Bronner, just going to swat that one out of bounds.
Anderson never felt him coming.
Inbound play. Amonette, top of the key. It's going to be short. Ball's going to be saved back in by Payne Burton this time. Up top, Eli Reagan, he wants to drive. Kick out, Amonette. He's going to drive it center of the paint. Spins around to his right side. Wants to go baseline. Got in there with nowhere to go. Gets it out top, Dylan Anderson. Looked like he may have walked. No call. Jacob Amonette gets it over to Lyric Paris. Not able to finish. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up, and he's going to be fouled this time down.
Lyric Paris in there fighting.
Really liked his aggressiveness. Wasn't able to finish the bucket. Went and got his own board and got fouled, I believe, by Bronner that time. He's going to be at the free throw line. Is Lyric Paris. First shot's up, and it's good. 41-34. Bobcats trail by 7 here with 4:46 to go in the semifinal game of the Big South Fork Tournament here in Oneida. Second shot's up, and it's good. Cuts the lead to 6. 41, scratch that, 41-35. Payne Burton on a steal. Goes to the bucket, and he's going to score. All of a sudden, Bobcats want to make their own run. They cut the lead to 4, 41-37. 30-second timeout. Jake will keep it right here. Nice little play right here. You've had multiple possessions by the Bobcats where they've been able to convert. That steal right there for a layup. They've cut the lead from 10 to 4 right here with about 3.5 minutes off the clock here in the third quarter.
Absolutely, just under 3.5 minutes into this third quarter. And, you know, Pickett County has now gone on a 9-3 run. The only basket was, I believe, a
free throw.
Free throw, exactly. 3-point play for Oneida. They've been able to force some, you know, get in those passing lanes, force some bad passes from Oneida. And I think Amonette probably gave them a spirited halftime speech.
I'm sure he did. They're on a 7-1 run right here. Oneida had to call a timeout. 30. Stop some of that bleeding. Try to get the troops re-rallied. 41-37. Bobcats trail. 4.5 to go here, third quarter. On the drive. That's going to be number 23. That's going to be Jarek Hewling. And it's going to be a foul call, this time by Dylan Anderson.
Anderson was really quick with that hand on that foul call, but I guess the ref didn't think he was quick enough.
Oneida's going to have it. They inbound right here in front of us. That's number 11, Mason Keaton. He's going to run the offense. He's going to be checked by Payne Burton. A lot of aggressive defense out at the top of the circle by Burton. He's going to kick it over to number 23. That's Jarek Hewling. Top of the key this time, that's number 12, Sam Bell, checked by Eli Reagan. Payne Burton, Garden Keaton, and they're going to throw it away. And Jacob Amonette went off his hand, and it's going to stay with Oneida. Nice defensive possession that time by the Bobcats.
Very nice.
Got scrappy. Inbound play. Oneida's going to kick it into the corner to Lindbergh. Back top of the key. Lindbergh gets it back. He's got it. He's being checked by Jacob Amonette. Man-to-man defense this time down by the Bobcats. It's 22 on the drive. That's Caden Rector. Gets it inside. Nice block that time.
Nice
Dylan Anderson.
Play. Dylan Anderson. Payne Burton was in there as well.
Had it like a volleyball and just spiked it back down on the floor and was able to go corral it.
And able to toe the line there as well, not step out of bounds.
Possession back to the Bobcats. They trail it by 4, 41-37, 3:37 to go here, third quarter in Oneida at the Big South Fork semifinals. Inside, this time, Lyric Paris, nice little bunny from about 6 feet, able to convert. And Oneida's going to turn it back over as Pickett really has cranked up the pressure here at the beginning of the second half.
And the Pickett bench, the Pickett fans getting back into this game as well, as the Oneida fans have taken a back seat.
Absolutely. These Oneida fans have gotten quiet over here in front of us. Top of the key. Amonette wants to drive, left side. Kicks it out. Lyric Paris, he wants to drive. Kick it back outside. Dylan Anderson Jacob Amonette, right wing. He's being guarded by Landon Lindborg. And he's going to be able to get to the rack, and he's going to be able to score. Oh, no. Oh, no. They called this official down here.
I think we got
saying it's good. It's a good bucket.
They're going to count the basket.
I'm glad they got together on that because that was going to be a terrible call. I'm glad they were able to get it right. We've got a tie basketball game, 41-41, under 3 to go. Full court pressure down this time by the Bobcats. We've got us a ball game, folks. Make sure you got your seatbelt buckled up tight. Backcourt pressure, Dylan Anderson. Scratch that, make it Payne Burton. Oneida's got the ball. Oh, he traveled with the basketball. They came and got it. They came and got it. And you can feel the pressure this time by Oneida starting to unravel a little bit. Bobcats get the ball back. Payne Burton over to Lyric Paris, over to Jacob Amonette, right side. Ball gets swatted away and back to Lyric Paris. Jacob Amonette now wants to drive baseline, and it's going to be tipped away and out of bounds by number 31, Zeb Spradlin. Bobcats are going to continue to have the basketball here underneath their own bucket. Tie game, 41 all, and they get it right into Lyric Paris.
Lyric Paris got lost.
And just like that, folks, the Bobcats retake the lead. I love the grittiness. I love the toughness. They're never going to say die. They take the lead 43-41, 2:15 to go here in the third quarter. Oneida down court. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound, Eli Reagan. He wants to push. Gets it up to Lyric Paris. Nice to the bucket move, Lyric Paris. Bobcats back in business. They lead it by 4, 45-41. Jake, they're on a 15-1 run here in the third quarter. And Oneida brings it down. Dylan Anderson out guarding the ball carrier. Tries to get an offensive foul. Not going to go his way. Oneida wants to take a timeout. Jake, we'll take one with them. We'll catch our breath. 45-41, Bobcats lead it. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
A new Pickett team has come out of the locker room. It's a 17-3 Bobcat run as we close in on the final minute of the third quarter. 45-41, Bobcats lead. Here's Casey Bolden.
Oneida's going to have the basketball back, and they're going to try to drive it down. Mason Keaton steal away this time. Jacob Amonette going to get it down court. Going to dribble. He wants to take it to the head of the circle. Gets it out to Eli Reagan. 3 ball on the way, and that's splash money. Eli Reagan. Bobcats on an 18-1 run here in the third quarter.
Those are his first points since the third quarter, also on a 3.
Get the ball down court. We're going to have it Hayden Browner. He's going to get it way out away from the basket. Not somewhere he's typically catching at. And this time down, Jacob Amonette going to come and try to rip it away. He goes to the ground. Foul on Amonette. Oneida going to have it underneath their own bucket. 1:16 to go here, third quarter. Bobcats lead it by 7. Get it inbounds. It's going to be stolen away by Lyric Paris. He's going to the basket, and he's not able to get it to convert. Ball rolled all the way around, and just like that, Lyric Paris going to stick around and get a steal and a bucket. Bobcats on a 20-1 run here in the third quarter. And as the ball's tried to be dribbled down court by Oneida. Payne Burton, a little too much contact on the dribbler. Fouls are 6-2 against the Bobcats here in the third quarter. Oneida's going to be shooting the bonus the rest of the game. 50-41, Bobcats lead. And they get it down inside. This time to Big Spradlin, or scratch at Bronner. He's not able to convert it. Let's see if the Bobcats want to go one shot here as we go under 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Jacob Amonette, left side, goes to Eli Reagan. Inside, Payne Burton. Inside, Lyric Paris. Nice bounce pass that time. Payne Burton over to Lyric Paris. 52-41, 22-1 run here in the third quarter by the Bobcats.
Nice job by Payne Burton to have his awareness and pass that off to Lyric Paris for the bucket.
Down here on this end, on the Oneida offensive set, Mason Keaton, he's trying to go baseline, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds this time by Eli Reagan, and Oneida's going to shoot free throws. Really impressive run here in the third quarter by the Bobcats, Jake.
This is a run like I've never seen before.
22-1 run here in the quarter. Free throws on the way, it's no good. Rebound jerked away by Spradlin. Shots up on the rim, it won't go down. And it's going to be saved into Payne Burton. Under 7 seconds to go, they get it over to Jacob Amonette. He wants to push it down in the front court. And they're going to say he double dribble. Sure about this guy. Oneida's going to have it backcourt. They get it in bounds. Shot goes up. It's no good. But the Bobcats on a 22-1 run in the third quarter retake the lead. They go up by 11. Stick around, folks. You don't want to miss the fourth quarter. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher. 117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, if you're looking for a storyline, how about a 24-3 third quarter run, by the Bobcats to give them a 52-41 lead as we start the fourth quarter at Oneida High School. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Casey Bolden.
Lyric Paris with 17 points in the third quarter. He's getting it done on the offensive end for sure and on the defensive. Oneida into their set. Bobcats into the man-to-man defense. They get it down inside to Spradlin that time. He's going to get it in, and he's going to be fouled. Looks like they're going to pin it on Lyric Paris. And Spradlin going to try to go to the free throw line.
Casey, one key thing to that run in the third quarter, Zeb Spradlin went scoreless. Their only basket came from Hayden Bronner.
Spradlin at the free throw line, trying to get 3 points the hard way, and he does. 43-52. Bobcats lead it here. 7.5 to go here in the basketball game. Get it across half court. Lyric Paris tries to get it over to Jacob Amonette. He's just going to throw it away. Turnover back to Oneida. Oneida's going to inbound cross court. Going to play it in this time down to Mason Keaton. Mason Keaton working top of the circle against Payne Burton. They look inside for Spradlin. He's got Lyric Paris on his back. They kick it back out to number 23. That's Jarrett Hewling. He's not able to get the bucket to go down, and ball's going to squirt away and out of bounds. Back to the Bobcats. They lead it 52-44, 7:15 to go here in the basketball game. Bobcats work it around. Get it, and Lyric Paris going to try to get it down court to Gage Harris. He's going to throw it away. And back on the other end, Oneida fueling. He's able to capitalize. 46-52, Bobcats lead it by 6. We go under 7 minutes to go here in the quarter. Jacob Amonette going to face off this time down. He's got number 11, Mason Keaton, checking him. Get it over to Gage Harris. Over to Payne Burton, top of the key. Eli Lyric Paris, he throws it away. And on the other end, Oneida's going to convert. And Oneida's all of a sudden on a 7-0 run themselves to open this quarter. It's going to be a full timeout. Jake will take it with them. Bobcats lead it, but Oneida's on a run, 52-48. Stick around. You're listening to UC Sports Nation.
People's Bank's online and mobile banking services give you immediate access to your confidential bank account information. You can pay bills and deposit checks, monitor account activity, or transfer money between accounts from your computer or mobile device. With an internet connection, you can perform many routine banking transactions from wherever you happen to be. People's Bank and Trust Company with offices in Byrdstown and Albany. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Since 2007, Dale Hollow Exxon has been serving this community. That's a lot of buzzer beaters and great wins. Jason Meadows and the team at Dale Hollow Exxon love the Bobcats and are proud to support the team. On your way to the next game, swing in for a fill-up. Sandwiches, fresh baked goods, and delicious pizza for every Bobcat fan on your team. And of course, Synergy Supreme Gas from Exxon to keep your car running with the speed of the Bobcats. Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon.
As you heard Casey mention, a 7-0 run by the Oneida Indians have sparked their offense in the fourth quarter. Pickett leads 52-48. Here's Casey Bolden.
Into the front court, Jacob Amonette gives it up to Eli Reagan, then gets it right back. He's going to be checked by Mason Keaton. 5-second count on. Amonette wants to drive it into the bucket. He does, and he can't get it to go down. See if they call it on the foul or on the shot or on the floor. It's going to be 2 shots. Fouls are 8-3. 8 against Pickett, 3 against Oneida. Amonette going to go to the free throw line, try to stop this 7-0 run by Oneida. The latest on the Bobcats and all their Upper Cumberland foes. Wake up with High School Playbook Saturday morning on Rock 93.7. It's the High School Playbook as we talk live with players and coaches. It's presented by Mountain Barn Builders. Amonette goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 54-48. Bobcats stretch that lead back out to 6. 6:09 to go here in the basketball game. An opportunity to play tomorrow night in the championship game here on the line for the winner. Loser plays in that third place game. That's never any fun. Oneida down court this time. That's Mason Keaton. He wants to drive to the bucket. Pull-up jumper. No good. Payne Burton tries to get it. He's not able to. Kicked around. Oneida's going to have it back again. They try to rebound. They can't. Eli Reagan can. He's going to try to dribble through traffic. He's going to be tripped up and fouled.
Nice job by Payne Burton to go up high there and tip that to his buddy Eli Reagan.
Yeah, nice little swat tap over. Bobcats going to inbound it right in front of the Oneida bench to Jacob Amonette. Full court pressure this time by Oneida. Want to try to create some turnovers. Eli Reagan got it into a spot where you should never pick up the dribble. Picked it up right in the corner. Had a third defender, being actually 2 defenders, the midcourt stripe and the out-of-bounds line.
And Coach Amonette was telling them, don't pick the ball up there.
Yeah, not ever a good idea. Jacob Amonette going to bring it across the timeline. Over to Eli Reagan. He's going to try to drive it in. He does. Draws contact, no foul. And Oneida's going to be back in business. They get it down. That's Keaton. He's going to try to, he looks like he slipped over there. Got the student section kind of in the way here, so I can't totally see.
Yes, he did. He slipped on, he was going along the baseline, tried to make a pass to the far corner, and he slipped and the ball went out of bounds.
Bobcats get it right into Payne Burton. He's looking for a streaking Gage Harris. He's going to throw it right out of bounds. Turnover. Bobcats lead at 54-48 as we approach 5 minutes here in the basketball game. Big South Fork semifinals. Close to a 10-second count right here, and there it is. Oh, no. And they're going to give him a timeout. Jake, we had a 10-second violation, but the official over by the coach said we got a timeout first. It's a full one. We'll talk about it when we get back. Bobcat basketball, they're up 6. Stick around. UC Sports Station.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Oneida basketball as we move under 5 minutes to play. Pickett County has a 6-point lead, 54-48. Here's Casey Bolden.
Keaton on the drive. He gets it inside to number 23, Jarek Hewling. He's not able to convert. And on the rebound, Payne Burton going to go up high for the basket. He's going to be fouled. It's going to be the 15th foul against Oneida. Really tough break that last time down by the Bobcats. Thought they had a 10-second call. Unfortunately, coach got a timeout for Oneida. Bobcats able to break the pressure this time, get it down court. Jacob Amonette going to work top of the circle to Eli Reagan. Three-point shot, nope, he faked it. Corner shot by Dylan Anderson is good. Dylan Anderson getting the team fired up. All the Bobcats over on the bench giving him the high 5-3 sign, saying we see you, big fella. Oneida's going to drive. Keaton blocked out it by Dylan Anderson. Blocked again.
I think he got two there.
And they're going to call a foul this time on Dylan Anderson.
He definitely got
Dylan
two.
Anderson has come to play tonight. Nice little play on both ends of the court that time. Hit a three, was able to come back down, block a shot. Bobcats increase that lead, 57-48, 4:09 to go here. Spradlin going to be at the free throw line for the Indians. Check your lineup here for the Bobcats. You got Gage Harris. You got Jacob Amonette, Eli Reagan, Lyric Paris, and Payne Burton. First free throw on the way, no good by Spradlin. Not many people left the gym here, Jake.
No, they haven't.
Second free throw on the way by Spradlin is no good.
Quite the way to end the night with two back-to-back games as good as the ones we've had.
Jacob Amonette has got it backcourt. Need to hustle to get it up front. Into the front court, it's going to be tapped away. It's going to stay with the Bobcats. Eli Reagan's going to play it in the front court. Opposite table, over by the crowd. Jacob Amonette going to take it in the backcourt. He's going to be working this time down against Keaton. Keaton's guarding him man-to-man. Pass off dribble, top of the key, Payne Burton. Burton wants to drive. Does. Kicks it back out, corner. Jacob Amonette, they're going to reset the offense. Amonette out top of the key. He's going to try to drive. Ball's going to be stolen away. Oh my. Jacob Amonette's going to be called for a foul. It was a loose ball. Both players going for the ball. They're going to call it on Jacob Amonette. Oneida's going to go down and shoot a couple of free throws. Two tough breaks that time for the Bobcats. Calls just not going their way here. The 10-second call, and now this call against Amonette. First shot's on the way. And it's two-shot foul. Oneida's in the double bonus. Bobcats lead it here, 57-48, 3:32 to go in the basketball game. An opportunity to go to the championship game on the line. And we've got officials coming together. Not sure what's going on. May have only been the 9th team foul, Jake, and if it was supposed to be a 1-and-1 and not 2 shots. And that's what it is. And they're going to give it back to Pickett County. Let's see if it's on the possession arrow.
Yes,
nope,
it is.
Nope. They're not going to change the possession arrow. They say Pickett County got the rebound. They're going to give it back to them. That's the right call. Eli Reagan works it down in the front court. Over to Jacob Amonette. He's going to be guarded by Keaton. Tough man-to-man defense. Too much hands that time, says the official. 16th foul against Oneida. Pickett County trying to stop that 6-game winning streak for the Indians. Inbound play to Jacob Amonette. He's going to have it backcourt again, working against Keaton. Keaton's going to foul him again. Amonette's going to walk down and try to add to this Bobcats lead. They lead at 57-48 with 3:18 to go. Jacob Amonette going to be at the free throw line for 1 in the bonus. Jake, heck of an effort. Win or lose tonight, heck of an effort by the Bobcats here in the second half.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a team that if you're coming out to see them play, you're definitely going to get your money's worth.
Got your money's worth tonight, no doubt. Amonette's first free throw's on the way. It's good. Second shot's up, rims out. Rebound Oneida. They're going to push pace. Keaton, he spins center of the lane. Gets it out top to number 12. That's Sam Bell. Three-point shot's good. Bobcats lead it by 7, 58-51. Under 3 minutes now to go here in the fourth quarter. Bobcats work it up. They get it down to Payne Burton. And it's going to go off the leg.
That's the correct call.
Of Spradlin.
That's definitely the correct call.
Payne Burton kind of losing control. Just kind of bounced it off Spradlin's leg, went straight out of bounds. Oneida fans don't like it. Looked like a pretty good call from here. Jacob Amonette is going to have it right wing, dribbles to the top of the circle. He's got Keaton guarding him, now gets a double team. Now Eli Reagan, left side. Eli Reagan's going to get a double team, and he's going to throw it right out of bounds. Coach Amonette saying you got to be strong with the basketball. We want to look towards the bucket. He threw it way back towards the mid-court stripe and just threw it right out of bounds. Turnover. 2:40 to go. Bobcats lead at 58-51. If you're still hanging around with us, you don't want to miss the final 2.5 minutes here at the Big South Fork semifinals. Three-point shot on the way by Mason Keaton is no good. Rebound, Lyric Paris. That's a big rebound right there. Jacob Amonette going to get it up court. Going to get it to Lyric Paris into the corner. Gage Harris. He wants to reset. Back to Jacob Amonette, top of the key. He's going to drive and kick it back to Eli Reagan and want to run a little clock right here. Gage Harris, Eli Reagan, handoff, Jacob Amonette. He's guarded by Keaton. And Keaton goes for the steal. And the ball's going to shoot out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bobcats. 2:02 to go, 58-51. Bobcats lead it. Inbound play. Gage Harris going to throw it away. Turnover Bobcats. Oneida wants to run. Back down court. Get it into Spradlin. Get it out in the corner. That's number 23. That's Jarrett Hewling. And back out top of the key, Mason Keaton. Shot's good. 58-53. Bobcats lead it by 5. 1:37 to go. And in the backcourt, as the Bobcats trying to work it up court, Grady Keaton is going to bang into Eli Reagan. And the Bobcats going to walk 94 feet. Go try to attack onto this 5-point lead. Get a little breather here while they do it. Exerted a lot of energy here in the second half. Check your lineup here for the Bobcats. Jacob Amonette, Caden Miller, Gage Harris, Payne Burton, and Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan, free throw on the way is no good. We go under 1.5 minutes here to go in the basketball game. Bobcats lead it by 5. On the drive, that's Jarrett Hewling. Shots up, no good. Rebound, Oneida. And Caden Miller's going to foul. Number 21, Grady Keaton with the offensive board. Went back up strong. Caden Miller fouled him. And he's going to go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. First shot's up. and it's good. Substitution checking in. Lyric Paris checking in for Gage Harris. So you got Lyric Paris, Eli Reagan, Jacob Amonette, Caden Miller, and Payne Burton is your lineup in for the Bobcats. Second shot on the way is short and rolls off the rim. Rebound, Eli Reagan. He gets it over to Jacob Amonette. Oneida trying to trap in the backcourt. Coach Amonette wants the timeout. Nobody gave it to him.
Nobody gave it to him.
And steal right back by Lyric Paris, but he stole it in the backcourt, front court, and then dribbled into the backcourt for the turnover.
I don't know what Coach Amonette's got to do to get a timeout. I mean, he had been signaling for 5 or 10 seconds.
Yeah, there wasn't an official anywhere around him, unfortunately. So we go 1:05 to go here. Oh, that's a traveling violation. They missed it. Keaton on the dribble against Amonette. Nice little step through bucket that time by Keaton. 58-56. Bobcats lead it by 2. Backcourt pressure again, this time down. It's going to be tipped away and out of bounds. Eli Reagan, Coach Amonette begging him to protect the basketball right here. Got a substitution checking in. You got Gage Harris checking back in for ball handling. Eli Reagan's going to take the ball out right in front of the bench. Gage Harris got the ball. Going to take it into the front court. He's going to be fouled. Coach Amonette really encouraging the team to protect the basketball right now. If they can protect the ball, hit some free throws, they might be able to get out of here with a win. Bobcats lead at 58-56. 42 seconds to go here for a right to go to the championship game here at the Big South Fork Tournament tomorrow. Gage Harris, first free throw is nothing but money. Bobcats lead it by 3. Additional free throw on the way by Gage Harris. It's no good. Rebound, Oneida. We go under 40 seconds to go. Keaton's going to take it into the front court. He's guarded this time down by Payne Burton. To get it inside to Spradlin. Top of the key. And a traveling call.
I thought they were going to get Hauling with a foul.
One finally went the Bobcats' way. And surprised Coach King didn't get stuck right there. Really animated. And we're going to take a full timeout, Jake. You guys, if you're on, you don't want to miss this. Bobcats lead it by 3, 59-56, UC Sports Nation.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher. 117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's been a carbon copy game in Oneida, 59-56, as Pickett County leads. 29 seconds left. Casey, carbon copy game from Birdstown.
Final score of the last game, 59-54, so very similar score. They're going to be able to get the ball back in right here. Eli Reagan's got it in backcourt, gets it over to Lyric Paris. And Oneida's going to steal it away, and then Lyric Paris steals it back away, gets it down court to Gage Harris. He's not able to get the bunny to go. Oneida wants to bring it back down court. Got a three-point shot on the way from the corner. It's no good. Rebound Oneida. Putback is good. And Oneida's going to take a timeout. Jake, we're going to keep it right here this time. Unfortunately for the Bobcats, they had a wide-open layup.
They had a
Gage Harris just could not connect on it. For Oneida, they were able to get the rebound, go down court. They got a three-point shot up. Weren't able to connect on it, but they did get the rebound. And the putback. Bobcats lead it here 59-58 with 7 seconds to go. Again, for a chance to go to the championship game versus Campbell County tomorrow night. Jake, all the fans got their money's worth tonight.
All the fans have got their money's worth. The 62-56 game with Campbell County and Heritage from Birmingham earlier that led off before us, and now a 59-58 game with 7 seconds to play. It'll be Pickett County's ball. What would you run out of the timeout?
Yeah, they want to make sure. So Oneida's they're going to press all over the court aggressively. They're going to try to deny. If they can't get the steal, they're going to try to foul immediately, send Pickett County to the free throw line. If you're the Bobcats, you just got to figure out a way to get yourself open right here and protect the basketball. You can't have turnovers, and so we're going to have it here. 94 feet to go. Eli Reagan's going to play it in for the Bobcats. Eli Reagan into the corner. Gage Harris, he's going to be fouled. 2 seconds went off the clock. Actually, about a second, a little over a second went off the clock. 59-58. Bobcats lead it. 5.8 seconds to go. Gage Harris going to walk down the other end, and it's going to be a 2-shot foul. Double bonus for both teams.
Casey, I definitely don't think it's a coincidence that Gage Harris was our player pregame interview, and now he's stepping to the line.
Gage Harris not able to convert on the first free throw. And I'm thinking Oneida is out of timeouts as well, Jake. So after this play right here, they're not going to have an opportunity to call a timeout or stop the clock. Definitely don't want to foul right here if you're the Bobcats on the free throw line. Second shot on the way by Harris is good. They're out of timeouts. They're going to go fast. Keaton brings the ball down court. He's going to drive in. He gets the ball up. It's no good. Rebound, Lyric Paris, and time's going to run out. And just like that, the Bobcats come into Oneida and steal one away.
Joseph Abernett animated.
Fantastic win for the Bobcats as they show that grittiness and toughness and come out of here with a win. Jake, let's take a commercial break. That way we can calm down a little bit. You're listening to Pickett County Bobcat basketball. Fans, stick around. You're going to want to hear this postgame. Keep listening. 68-50, 60-58 final. You're listening to Bobcat basketball on UC Sports Nation.
Pickett County basketball, live on UCSportsNation.com. Tonight's action sponsored by Kiesling Insurance. 35 years serving neighbors like you in Pickett County. Visit KieslingINS.com. Kiesling Insurance. By First Choice Family Care. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. By Union Bank, serving Byrdstown, Jamestown, and Clark Range. More than 117 years of serving the neighbors of our hometown. Member FDIC. And by Brown's Funeral Chapel. Brown's stands beside you. At those difficult moments of life, count on Brown's Funeral Chapel.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Aminette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Aminette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Aminette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Aminette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Putting the wraps on tonight's game, the Union Bank post-game report. Visit your Byrdstown Union Bank location. Local bank, local decisions. Union Bank.
A spirited and raucous game at Oneida High School in the semifinal game as Pickett County comes away with a 60-58 win. Hello, everybody. I'm Jake Wallman, joined by Casey Bolden. Thank you for sticking with us through an extended pregame and a raucous game that saw the Bobcats come away with a win. Casey, we saw the Bobcats go into the locker room down 10, 38-28 at halftime. Then the third quarter happened, and the Bobcats went on a 24-3 run, going into the fourth quarter, leading by 11. Let's talk about that fourth quarter, or third quarter.
Let's talk about the third quarter. First of all, Jake, I can't say how proud I am of the Bobcats tonight for the effort. Scrappy, gritty, tough, composed. You want to take the word, it's fine. They showed it all tonight, and just can't say enough how proud I am of the effort. Third quarter really came out just slinging guns blazing. Lyric Paris just went off in the third quarter with 17 big points. Really turned the complexion of the game around. Really got Oneida off their game plan. And if you think going back to the third and the fourth quarter, you know, the bigs from Oneida weren't able to get on those spots. Pickett County kind of kept them off balance the entire second half. Continue to press and be patient offensively and get good shots. Then in the fourth quarter, as the Bobcats had the lead, double digits, a few times down, they didn't take care of the basketball, turned it over a few times, allowed Oneida to come back in and get back in the basketball game. Fortunately for the Bobcats, just hit some free throws down the stretch, able to get out of here with a 60-58 win, as they're going to go into the championship game tomorrow night versus Campbell County. You don't want to miss that one. Jake, just can't say enough how proud I am tonight of the Bobcats' effort, from all the players that were in the game to the coaching staff, all the guys that were being cheerleaders over on the sideline. Crowd had a great crowd here tonight, and so just congratulations to the Bobcats. Probably, in my opinion, their biggest win on the year.
I think it's definitely their biggest win on the year as they come away with a 60-58 win. Time to take a look at the numbers for the Pickett County Bobcats, led by Jacob Aminette and Lyric Paris with 21 apiece. And that was a big 21 from Lyric Paris. He had 17 in the third quarter, as Casey mentioned, followed by Eli Reagan with 6. Payne Burton also had 6. Gage Harris with 2. Caden Miller with 4. And Dylan Anderson with 3. Taking a look at our scoreboard now, we'll look at teams that are around the area playing across the nation, across the state of Tennessee, and across the country. As we start off with the Cookeville girls, out in Phoenix, Arizona. They fall 62-59 to Cardin Lay, California. In an earlier game here at Oneida High School, the Oneida Lady Indians beat one of our own, the Monterey Wildcats, 61-45, and Oneida will meet the Pickett County Lady Bobcats in the championship game tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Clark Range tops William Blunt 67-27. Barron County, Kentucky beats Livingston Academy out in Gatlinburg in the Smoky Mountain Shootout 48-44. Stone beats Bradford 61-31. In the boys, looking at the boys scoreboard, York beats Warren County 72-63. Jackson County beats Cloudland, 67-39. Livingston Academy gets a big win, 69-56, as they are off to their best start since 2008 at 9-0. Upperman beats Moore County by 40, 80-40. Providence Academy, gets a win over Clark Range, 58-56. And Cookeville beats Wilson Central down in Murfreesboro, 57-43. 3 players in double figures for the Cavs, led by Josh Hurd with 19, and he scored his 1,000th point of his career. So the Cookeville Cavs moved to 8-3 in a win over Wilson Central. Casey, let's look ahead to tomorrow as both Pickett County teams find themselves in the championship on each side of the bracket, as the Pickett County Lady Bobcats will play, they'll play the Oneida Indians, and the Lady Indians, and the Bobcats of Pickett County will play Campbell County, who we saw win earlier today, 62-56 over Heritage.
Let's talk girls first, Jake.
Alabama.
So Pickett County, they've had 2 really runaway games in this tournament so far, and so they're going to be challenged tomorrow night. They've already played Oneida once, handled them what I thought was pretty easily, but it's on Oneida's home court. Oneida probably set it up so they could get Pickett in the finals, and so it'll be an excellent basketball game. You got the Pile girl. She's going to be facing off against Emmy Lowe and that whole cast of characters for the Bobcats. And so that'll be an excellent basketball game. Starts at 7 for the fans. Make sure you come a little bit early. Make sure you get yourself a seat. The seats may be limited for that game tomorrow night. So excited about a great matchup on the girls' side in the championship game. Over on the boys, again, you're going to have Pickett County facing off against Campbell County. They were very physical, very poised, and played a very good Hermitage Christian team out of Birmingham, and were able to come out with a scrappy win. Very athletic, can shoot the rock for sure. And so excellent basketball game in store for tomorrow night at 8:30. Big South Fork Championship, hardware on the line. Both the Bobcats, Lady Bobcats, want to get a piece of it, Jake. Make that Christmas just a little bit sweeter.
Absolutely, and we'll have both of those games right here for you on UC Sports Nation. For Casey Bolden, I'm Jake Wallman. This has been Pickett County Basketball on UC Sports Nation.